Manager Marty, what's up, man?
Yo, knockout, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, bro. What you got for the show, fam?
My God, first and foremost, man, I appreciate you letting me on. I promise you I won't hold you long. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Salute to UKO. I think everybody knows that I'm a trailblazer when we talk about Snack, Victor, Conti, and Vada. And I think everybody else also know that when I walk into a room to address the elephant, I don't just address the elephant, I feed the elephant peanuts. So I'm gonna do it real quick, 2 minutes, and I promise you I'm gonna let y'all go. Now, everything you said was right, KO. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room and feed him peanuts. Bill Haney was on what's his name? Ness, the boxing voice. And he said that he's willing to pay half for the testing on behalf of DHP if Brian Norman and his team and Top Rank is willing to pay the additional half to do the testing outside of the scope of the 8 weeks that Turkey Al Sheikh is already agreed to pay for. Am I hearing that correctly, KO?
Yep. Hmm.
Okay, now with that being said, why do Bill Haney have to pay for testing that Devin Haney is already doing? Okay, let me take it a step further. Why is Bill Haney having to pay for testing that Devin is already doing, considering that the testing outside of 8 weeks prior to a scheduled bout is considered 365? Let me go a step further than that. I was told, you were told, knockout, the whole boxing community was told that Devin Haney was enrolled in 365 VADA testing in November of 2024 when Bill Haney went on Vlad. And then 3 days after I debunked that theory in December, January of 2025 of this year, VADA on their Twitter account goes up and place a congratulations to welcome Devin Haney into 365 VADA testing. Well, if he's already enrolled in 365 VADA testing since November of 2024, and of course in January of 2025, why does Bill Haney have to go on record and say he's willing to pay half of something that Devin Haney is already being tested for? Okay, I'm gonna take it a step further than that. I thought, if I remember correctly, according to VADA's website and according to the CEO of VADA, who I had on my platform in March of 2024, most people saw the video I put out yesterday. VADA and Dr. Margaret Goodman, the CEO, told me, and of course I'm saying VADA because it's on their website, that they only test athletes 8 weeks prior to a bout, which is what Turkey Al Sheikh is actually paying for. He's paying for the 8 weeks of testing prior to the bout. In other words, is that's the only testing that VADA facilitates. Let me take it a step further. Basically, there is no such thing as 365 VADA testing. That's the whole point that I've been making all of this time. And not only that, if Devin Haney is already enrolled in it, Bill Haney don't have to put no extra money up to do no more testing that Devin Haney has already been doing. So what that goes to show us is that he's never been doing it. In fact, I would ask for paperwork. At this point, I would ask for paperwork. Now, if you go back and look at Ryan Garcia fighting Devin Haney, April of 2024, you will see, and you said it already, KO, and you definitely made the point that guess what? Bill Haney and them ain't never talk about no 365 testing against Ryan Garcia in the first fight. Want to know why? Because 4 months before that, in December 2023, Victor Conti told me he had a difficult time trying to get his own snack fighters, including sponsorship offerings to Haney, to get him enrolled in 365. There is no such thing as 365. It's a hoax, it's fake news. And Bill Haney and Devin Haney, the reason why they're scared is not because Devin is just saying, oh, I'm afraid. No, somebody's in the background pulling their strings, and that's Victor Conti, because Victor Conti believes that Brian Norman Jr. is suspicious of using PEDs, and everybody else that Devin Haney fights that Victor Conti believes is on PEDs, he not gonna let his golden child uh, Devin Haney fight him. Because as long as his performance is being enhanced, it's cool. But they don't want nobody else's performance to be enhanced. That's what I see. I'm gonna go live later on in the week, and I'm gonna break it all down like an old rifle. But I appreciate you having me knock out. And once again,
Ready, man.
365 testing is a hoax. It's fake news, and that's the reason why they got to do all this additional testing outside of the 8 weeks that VADA already said on their website that they're willing to do. And that's why Turkey's only willing to pay for 8 weeks because that's all VADA do anyway. Appreciate you, knockout. Thank you.